On 9 July 2022, an unprecedented number of Sri Lankans marched to fort in Colombo and stormed the presidential palace, the Secretariat, and the official residence of the Prime Minister. Their primary demand was for President Gotabaya Rajapaksa's and Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe's resignations in the wake of the devastating economic crisis in the country. In the face of such enormous pressure, and for the first time since island-wide protests began over 100 days ago, President Gotabaya Rajapaksa said that he will resign on 13 July. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe too has indicated plans to step down. Here is an explainer on what happens if President Rajapaksa does resign. To begin with, it is Parliament and not the people that elects the next president. According to the Constitution, Parliament shall elect one of its members to the office of President. The Prime Minister or the Speaker, if there is a vacancy in the office of Prime Minister, shall act in the office of President. Once the President resigns, Parliament must be summoned to meet within 3 days of the vacancy. When Parliament meets, the Secretary General must fix a deadline to receive nominations for the office of President. The deadline for nominations must be a date not earlier than 48 hours and not later than 7 days from Parliament's initial meeting. The fourth step is for nominations to be handed in by the deadline. If more than one member is nominated, Parliament must fix a date for an election. Such a date cannot be later than 48 hours from the time of receiving nominations. The final step is the election of the President if in fact more than one candidate is nominated. If a candidate receives more than one half of the valid votes cast, the Secretary General must declare such a candidate elected to the office of President. If President Rajapaksa does in fact resign on 13 July as promised, popular demands that began earlier this year would have finally been addressed. Then, if all goes according to plan and law, a new president will be elected by Parliament before July is through.